Put another way, imagine 10 people that work on a farm in equal capacity, each getting a tenth of the fruits of that farm as a collective. And then automation technology is developed, and it removes the need for any labor by those 10 people. Now those 10 people can use the automation and then get the fruits of the farm for essentially free. But then comes the market structure. And the source of that efficiency, whoever claims ownership in private property, decides that no, those 10 people have to now go out and get some other job in order to get the money to exchange for the fruits of that farm now, rather than getting direct support from the efficiency tool itself. This is the market pattern of sabotage we see. And again, what are we actually dealing with in this scenario? The source of that automation technology was most certainly not created in isolation. It's impossible. It embraces a long-term developmental process that is completely non-linear, serial. Hence, all technological innovation in the end has to be linked to a social source and not an individual or group source, which means society should get the fruits of what society ultimately creates. The whole idea of intellectual property here is what I'm really getting at, is an absurd contrivance, born entirely from the logic of market economics. It's needed within the system because the system has to have it. That's what the system is premised on. It's premised on property. The true dynamics and meaning of wealth creation in society are utterly lost. And yet the delusion prevails. What did Margaret Thatcher once declare? "There is no such thing as society," she said in 1987, fully entrenched in this kind of libertarian propaganda, chastising the idea that people should have any expectations from the larger order development of society, and that everyone can only look to themselves for bootstrapped improvement. This kind of thinking feeds into that old puritanical ethic of hard work. And there's nothing wrong with that ethic. It is certainly noble and important for everyone to be as self-sufficient as possible in a literal sense, expanding versatility in their own survival. But that is completely separate from the abject disregard the culture has absorbed from capitalism, where the very notion of social support as a consequence of the overall wealth created as a civilization that we all own, so to speak, is derided and dismissed. And so the culture drags along, essentially agreeing with the philosophy that creates their own oppression and deprivation once again, along with countless other related problems associated to the overall model of market economics and the sick values